Hi, welcome to this interesting question on algebra. Now, what we are given is we are told that we have three consecutive positive numbers such that the difference between the reciprocals of the largest and the smallest is 1 over 24. And we are asked to find the three numbers and list them in ascending order. Now, how do we go about doing this? Alright, so you must always think that given the information that we have, we must form an equation that we can then solve to find the unknown number. Now, if I were to take the first number here to be x, alright, since there are three consecutive positive numbers, we know that the next number is going to be x plus 1, and following that will be x plus 2. Alright, so with this information, what can we say now? We know that the difference between the reciprocals of the largest and smallest numbers is 1 over 24. Now, let's take the first number and the last number here. So, the reciprocal of x would be 1 over x, and the reciprocal of x over 2 would be 1 over x plus 2. Okay? Now, which number is bigger and which number is smaller? Okay, if you are not too sure, okay, by just looking at x values, we can put in some numbers, okay, and see for ourselves. Imagine that these three numbers are basically 3, 4, and 5. If I were to take the reciprocal of the smallest number here and the largest number here, 1 over 3 and 1 over 5, what would you see? You will see that 1 over 3 is actually bigger than 1 over 5. Correct? So the reciprocal of a smaller number will actually give you a bigger number. Correct? And the reciprocal of a bigger number gives you a smaller number. So with that, we can say that 1 over x is greater than 1 over x plus 2. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we are going to compute the difference between them. So the equation will be written as 1 over x subtract 1 over x plus 2 is equals to 1 over 24. Alright, now that you have come this far, the rest is actually your basic algebra. Okay, this is actually the most important step, coming out with this equation with the information that is given. Okay, once you come up with this equation, the rest is your basic algebra. So let's go ahead and solve this. So on the left hand side I have two fractions, and on the right hand side I have a single fraction. Always remember, in order to do any cross multiplication, you must have a single fraction on the left hand side. So for example, a over b, and a single fraction on the right hand side, c over d, like this. Then I can go ahead and do the cross multiplication. So now what I need to do is, on the left hand side I need to make a single fraction here. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to say x into x plus 2. So on the numerator side I have x plus 2 minus x equals to 1 over 24, and with that you can simplify the numerator here. So you have 2 over x plus 2 equals to 1 over 24, and now I can cross multiply. So I have x plus 2 equals to 48. Okay, so I have if I expand x squared plus 2x minus 48 equals to 0. Now I can go ahead and do the factorization. You can of course use any method that you are comfortable with. For me, I'm going to try and use the cross method here. So with the cross method here, what I have for the first term is x squared. So to get x squared, I get x multiplied by x. Now the last term must be 48. Of course, there are a few options, and if you try it out, okay, and since you want the middle term, the x term, to be 2, you can see that 8 and 6 sort of works out. So 8 and 6 gives me 48. Okay, so over on this side I have 8x and I have 6x, and I want a positive 2x. So if I want a positive 2x here, I must have positive 8 and negative 6, which makes me put a positive here and a negative here, and that will give me negative 48 here, which is also what I have right here. Okay, so the factorized values will be x plus 8 and x minus 6 equals to 0. So the values for x would be 6 and negative 8. And since the question has said that there are 3 consecutive positive values, the value for x would be taken to be 6. So the 3 consecutive integers are now known to be 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so that is how you solve this question here. I hope that this video and this explanation has given you a good idea in how to approach such questions. As I mentioned, the first step is always getting the equation with the information that is given in the question. Okay, so that is very important. Once you get that first step correct, the rest is your plain basic algebra. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.